That's you erupting into joyous love in becoming the guitarist you always dreamed of. Velvet Voices, Townes Van Zandt. Guys, I am nearly done. I only have 3 tracks to go, and then I have tabbed and tutorialed every song on Townes' first album for the sake of the song. If anyone knows of a live version of Velvet Voices, please comment down below. I don't think Townes ever played this one live where it's been captured on recording. If there is one, comment down below, link me. Kind of a weird piece here, so let me explain what's happening here. The guitar on the studio version, not Townes Van Zandt, and this guy is crazed and cracked out in the first verse with these double stops all over the place and wild. So I am going to teach you all that, but I'm also going to show you a very simplified version. So if you're new to Mike's music method, this is how things work. First part of the video is a tutorial of every single measure. Put on my headphones, I learn these songs to the best of my ability. No stone is unturned. I show you right hand, left hand. You're going to become a good player. You are going to learn this song. You are an amazing guitarist. Second part of the video is where we talk about singing it and playing it. And feel free to just jump to this second part, right? It's not every song we want to get every detail to it, right? The first part of this tutorial is to make you a better guitarist. We learn from the greats. Second part of the video is like, hey, I like this song, but I don't want to invest weeks into it. So then jump to the second part, which is the Campfire Ready. There we talk about singing, playing, trusting your intuition, building on the song really slowly and easily, and it's a lot lighter than the first part of this video. So you might want to just start there to start singing and strumming the thing right off the bat. And the third part of the video, because of your request, the slow run through where we play through the song, all the parts of it, every measure, nice and slow together. You can practice along with me. And that's it. Guys, Mike's music method is based on the value for value model. That means you pay what these tabs and tutorials are worth to you. So go snag your tab at mikesmusicmethod.com and let's play the darn song. Townes' lovely Velvet Voices. I love the lyrics and the melody to this tune. And now you're going to be introduced to this crazed guitar work. I didn't even know this was happening. Go listen to this song again. And especially in the left channel? If you pan your speakers, you only put one headphone on. I think it was the left channel. I'm not sure. It's insane. This guy is just like, the first verse he comes out cracked out. And then the other 2 verses are mellow. So we talk about all of this and let's do it. Let's do this. Measure 1, standard tuning, no capo. The intro of the song is just the organ and the Velvet Voices, but if you're playing it on the guitar, I will show you the chords. It's a G. We have that So a normal G. We got an F sharp minor, big old bar chord. Feel free to simplify it. You could do 2, 2, 2, 4, just the high ends, right? I'm barring all those 2s with a 4. Then here, check this out. A G with an A in the bass, right? Townes probably didn't write it this way, but I'm sure when the guys were producing it, they added this kind of weird flavor to it. So think of a G chord, which on these kind of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string are all open. And what you can do is play the open A. So literally everything but the 1st and 6th string, you can strum that as open. You can even hold down that high G if you wanted to. Alright, so we have the A, open A is the lowest note. And what's cool about that is it's priming your ear to hear that A chord. So we call that a pedal point, and actually the terminology comes from like organs. Look at my big wool socks. So when you're playing the organ, big old church organ, you're using your feet. And often you'll hit a low bass note with your foot, and hence the term a pedal point or a pedal tone, right? Because it's a low note that's being dragged out. So here we have that pedal on A over the G chord, and then it's finally resolved on the A chord itself, right? Really cool, because you don't think of that as a chord and it sounds ugly, but in the context of resolving to the A, it's quite beautiful. Then after the A, the bass, right? There's some breathing room, kind of a long hold there, a fermata, and then we walk. And I'm just doing open A, 4th fret on that same string, C sharp, and then the 2nd fret on the 4th string, E, A, C sharp, E. So all together, 3, 4. You can strum it however you want. The song's in 3/4, so we could do like 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, 1. However you want to handle that intro. Whew. So now before we dive into the verse here, the first time you hear the verse in the song, what the heck is going on? You guys tell me. Put headphones on. The guitarist is cracked out, so busy, and it's buried in the mix, and I've actually enjoy it because I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about these early Townes records being overproduced. I'm one of them. At times I'm like, this is absurd, but because I've listened to them so many times, it now has like a really soft spot in my heart, kind of like early Cohen as well. Anyway, so what's happening is that guitar player is going mad, and I can't tell if he's doing double stops or if there's 2 guitars. I think the guy's doing double stops, and if that's the case, whew, he is good. So we will talk about that mad guitar playing in a moment, but let's do the simplified version first. So simplified version, we are just gonna arpeggiate all the chords. So let's just get that out of the way. Whenever we do a G chord, we're not doing it like this, he's doing it up the neck. So think of like an E chord where it's open, open, 1, 2. And if you move that up, right, that becomes an F chord, 1, 1, 2, 3. Bar, bar, F sharp would be here, and then a G is 3, 3 with my pointer, and then 4, 5. Pointer, pointer, middle, ring. Easy enough. Now check out the right hand. The arpeggio is always going to be the same kind of up and down, where we're going to start, on this chord we start on the 4th string, then I go up 2 higher, so I'm doing 4th, 3rd, 2nd, back to the 3rd, so I have that, and then I'm doing the highest, and then back to the 2nd. So the strings are 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I'm going to leave that up to you in terms of which fingers. I'm doing thumb, thumb, and then leaving my pointer finger for the top 2 strings. So thumb, thumb, pointer, thumb, middle, pointer. You could use your ring finger and do thumb, pointer, pointer, ring, middle. You could even use a pick if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend that because of these double stops later on, but that's it. Now, before we look at the crazy first verse, I'll show you all the other verses. We're just going to play through these chords like that. So we're going to do the G chord that way. We'll do the D chord exactly the same way, except with our left hand doing a D shape. Right, same exact thing. 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then F sharp minor, so what I'm going to do here is just bar those 2s, 2, 2, 2, and then my ring finger is playing the 4. But it's the right hand's all the same stuff. Then when we go to an A, the A I am going to play that low A in the bass, and everything's the same except I've shifted now up a string. So I'm going to do 5th, 4th, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd. So notice it's the same pattern of up and down, but simply starting on the 5th string. Same thing, I'm doing thumb, thumb, pointer, thumb, middle, pointer. Really cool. And then, this isn't the exact order, but let's just get all the chords out of the way. We're going to do a B minor the same way we did the A. Right, so B minor is a bar chord. I'm not even worrying about hitting the top string, so I have 2 on this 5th string, then my ring finger's on 4, my pinky's on 4, my middle finger's on 3, and I'm not playing the 1st and 6th strings here. And it does make a difference not to bar it, right? If I don't have to bar it, it's a little bit easier for me to squeeze down, so kind of save the energy. I'm not worrying about barring to get that top one. Oh, and honestly, the song is that easy. So what I would do now, if you're not interested in this like crazy, goofy first verse, like lead guitar part, skip ahead, go to the 2nd section of the video. I'll timestamp it here. I know I did earlier, but go straight to that Campfire ready portion of the video and just learn to play along with those arpeggios to the chord progression. And that's totally fine. But for those of you looking to really develop some chops here, this certainly wasn't Townes Van Zandt playing this part. He doesn't play anything like this anywhere else. I don't know who the session guy was, but let's learn this part. It's cool. It's an awesome lesson in double stops. So the verse starts, measure 6. We already talked about it. It's just a G chord. And that is what that lead guitarist is doing. Then measure 7 is a D chord. We already talked about that. Then we go to the F sharp minor. All the right hand is the same on those 3 measures. Now measure 9 is where things get goofy. But before, guys, cheers. Let's do a little cheers. I got a little tea, got some coffee. I don't know what you got, but cheers. It's a pleasure teaching you. And check this out. My son made this thing. How cool is that? What a gift. What a Christmas gift. Look at this thing. Amazing. Amazing coaster. Measure 9. Totally goofy. Let's look at this. So we're starting on an A chord, hitting open A, and then we're doing the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Now there's a few ways to think through these double stops, and I don't know what's going to feel easier on your hands, but what we have is 2 and 2 on the 4th and the 2nd string. Double stop, it comes from violin terminology where you're playing 2 strings at once. I don't really know what the exact origin of how it relates to the violin, but they're upside down thirds. They're an interval of a 6th. So we have 2 on the D string, 2 on the B string. Normally when I play and teach double stops, I encourage people to always, in this case, if we're on the 4th string, always have your ring finger be on that 4th string. Like that's never going to change. It's always, middle. That's my middle finger. It's always my middle finger. And now when I'm doing like a major interval versus a minor interval, it might be my ring finger. Here it's 2 and 2. That's an E and a C sharp. But then when I go up to the next 2 notes, it's a different interval, right? We change from a major 6 to a minor 6. And here what I'm doing is I'm using my pointer finger. It's still the middle finger though on that D string. So I'm going 2 to 4 on the D string. And what I'm doing, and it's both middle. On the other string I'm doing ring finger on 2. And then I'm doing pointer finger on 3. And that way I'm always using my middle finger as a guide finger. So you could play the tab like this. I don't have it written like this, but feel free to experiment. Is you're doing 2, 2, 4, 3. Then we go back to that first one that looks like 5 and 5. There we have what, a G and an E. Some right middle and ring. And then I go up to 7, 7, still middle and ring. And this is a great way to play leads and improvise with so cool sounding. And then you can even slide and accentuate those slides. Love that. So I would really get used to that. Put on like an A backing track, A major, and just play around with this idea. And I said A backing track, but it's actually, we're in D major. Sorry. I know we're playing an A chord there, but we're implying D major. Now, the other way to do it is like I'm going to show you here, that's in the tab. This is a little less common for a double stop, but I'm able to get it a little easier because I don't have to move as much, even though it might be more finger gymnastics to you. So how I'm doing it in measure 9 is I'm barring the 2s. And I'm still using thumb and pointer to only play those 2 strings. Then I'm using ring and middle to do 4 and 3. So I'm getting that movement going. Then I'm lifting, open, open. That's the same as 5 and 5 was on the lower string set. And then 2 and 2, because that 2 and 2 on the 1st string and the 3rd, well, that's the same as 7 and 7, same exact notes. So I got barring those, putting those 2 down, lifting, and then doing the normal middle finger with the ring under it. So that first measure, real slow, 3, 4. And this is something you can just incorporate anywhere in your playing. Right, it's a cool way to do like little walks. Right, you're just doing like a song A to D. It's really neat. beat. So you got measure 9. Let's continue with 10 here. So measure 10. We're coming out of that bar. Remember, I forgot. We're gonna bar that. I reminded you all. And then what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna put my pinky down on that top string, and I'm gonna hit the second and the first string. So that 2 and that 5, that's still a double stop. I know it doesn't look like one, but check this out. This 2 here on that B string is actually a 6 over on this G string. So you could play that as 5 on the high E and 6 on the G with pointer and middle. That's the same as 2 and 5. So this is why I said it's hard to know which way the guy is playing it. My ear is not that good that I know what string set he's doing it on. But you could play it here, right? So you always have 2 options. And then from there, if you're doing it down low like I am, I'm gonna play that. Then I'm gonna hit lift. Well, you don't even have to lift the pinky, but I'm going back to the 2s on the 4th and the 2nd string. So it's all right hand work there. I might pinch with pointer and middle. Oh, sorry. And then I'll do thumb and pointer to get the next part. Then you can either move these fingers to get the 3 and the 4 like that. You can just keep your hand in the same spot like we did before here. The other measure, we can do this here as well. Right, first string and 3rd, or 2 and 2, and then I can put these down to get 3 and 4, middle and ring. So I'm gonna put those down, lift them up to get the 2s again, lift them up to get 1st and 3rd string both as opens, then go back to the 2s on the 2nd and the 4th string. Now I know this is a mouthful if you're not comfortable with double stops. Take it slow, go back, watch my hands do it. I'm gonna stop explaining it. It's just gonna take you time and time and practice, some patience. Let's do 9 and 10 together. 3, 4. Could have done it a little cleaner. 2, 3. Sorry, I know the song's in 3/4. I can't help. I always count 3, 4, and then just start, even if the song's in 4/4 or 3/4 or whatever it's in. So 3, 4. Really cool. The other way I would recommend doing it, if you don't like doing those weird bars, I get it. So let's investigate that. It's gonna start the same. But here I'm just gonna start right off the bat with middle on the D string, ring finger. And then instead of doing the kind of hammer-on thing like we did before, I'm just gonna move it up like this. So now it's middle and pointer on 4 and 3. Next one's 5 and 5, right? That'd be the same as open and open on the other string set. 5 and 5, then we go up to 7 and 7. So that is the measure 9, 3, 4. You just climb up the fretboard. Here's where things get weird in measure 10, doing it up the neck. The first, instead of the 2 and 5 here, we would do 5 with 6. So 5 on the 1st string, 6 on the 3rd. It might be easier to frame this as an A major bar chord, because we're doing, if you play just a big A bar chord on the 5th fret, we have the 1st and the 3rd string, and then you do the 3rd with the 5th. So it goes quite low. For me, that's easier than I can think of a novel shape, but if that's too weird, doing it with individual fingers like that, you can just think of it as an A bar chord. And then we're going to descend the same way that we did in measure 10, where I'm going to go 3 with 4 on the 1st and 3rd string, 2 and 2, open, open, 2 and 2 on the 2nd and 4th string. So let's do 9 and 10 in that modified way. 3, 4. I don't know, now that I'm practicing, maybe I like that better. The only problem is it's real fast, and I don't know which one you're gonna enjoy playing it that fast. Whew, take a breather. Measure 11, we just go back to the G, slightly added color here though. So the very last note, instead of going to the 2nd string, we just hit the top string open again as an E. F sharp, same kind of thing, starts the same. But then we put our pinky down on the highest string and get a 5, 5th fret there. 5th fret, and then I lift it and do the same string again. nice little additions. 13, we see the same exact thing again. Only thing I'm not hearing here is I'm just hearing open with a little breathing room. So just a quarter note. I'm not hearing that 4th string note in there. So open, but then the run's the same. So 1, 2, and 3, and or going up the neck. 15 is back to that exact same G. And then here, we got a little different. We go back to A in 16. And it's like an abbreviated part of that long run. It starts exactly the same though. But then he just holds that and it breathes for a moment. Measure 17, same idea on a D. We start the D chord, 4th string, 3rd, and then we have a little quick kind of run in here too. And the way I would do that, I got 4th string open, right, we already said that, open, then 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Then we put down 3 and 4. I'm gonna use ring in middle. I suppose you could pivot your whole hand and do pointer in middle. That's kind of your call. The reason I'm doing this is just, I could get it smoother without having to move my hand. I know it's probably harder to execute, so if you wanna just jump to those fingers, you can, your call. And then after that, we just have open and open on the 1st strings. And then I'm gonna bar the 2s. But again, you don't have to. You could do middle and ring like that. 3, 4. Yeah, very cool. Then we do a similar thing in 18 on the G chord. We're gonna hit the low G. It's really hard to hear. The guitar is so quiet. Even using, what did I use, that Moises website or whatever it's called, to try to isolate the guitar. But even then, I don't know if that, I have no idea what notes the guitar are playing here. Clearly he's arpeggiating something in a G chord, but the bass and the other instruments are so loud. And I'll be honest, with most of these arpeggios, it's impossible to hear exactly what notes are happening on every beat. But here I'm just doing 6 and then all the way to 3. So it's just like a basic G open chord, 3, open, and then check it out. We're gonna do another little walk here, 3 and 4 on the 1st and 3rd string. Then we move it up, and here I'm definitely gonna do pointer and middle, because then I wanna slide up my middle finger to 5, and then the ring finger does 5 under that, and then same thing, 7 and 7. So see how, again, how I lead with that middle finger on the D string. I don't have to worry about anything. I'm just switching between pointer in this shape and ring in this shape. And you can get used to that where you can play it kind of quick. It's really cool. So again, 3, 4, 6, 3, walk it up. And then we let that ring out. The donation pitch. Guys, I pour a lot of time into Mike's music method, and you all are helping me build it. To everyone donating and supporting the channel, oh, mwah, the hat's off. I'm not wearing a hat, but you guys are appreciated. And look what we've built. We've got over 500 videos here, over 200 tutorials and tabs. It's amazing. For those of you who are not supporting yet, please consider to do so. And I am a strong believer in the value for value model. That means maybe these tabs or access to these tabs and tutorials are worth $150 a month to you. Maybe they're worth $500 a year. Maybe you can give me $10 every month or $5 every month. So that's value for value. You can do the monthly subscription model. You can do one-time payments. It's up to you to decide, and that's the beauty of the system. If you go to mikesmusicmethod.com, all this is laid out there under the donate tab, or just click on the tabs like the guitar tabs, and that explains the whole process there as well. But you can donate on any platform. Snail mail me a check to my P.O. box, whatever is easiest for you. And the beauty of the value for value model is you get to name the value. Maybe you love this stuff. Maybe you want to pay it forward. So big contributions, thousands of dollars are happily accepted. And what you're doing is you're simply saying, hey, Mike, you're a great teacher. Go out there, inspire more people, teach more people. And for those who are totally broke as a joke, the spam caller thought he was more important than the value for value pitch. But what I was getting to is that value for value also means that, you can support big, pay it forward. And for those of you who are broke as a joke, I'm turning no one away. So just send me an email. Let me know, hey, Mike, I cannot even prioritize $2 a month right now. things are tight, and that's fine. I'll still hook you up. You'll still get the tabs, and that's the Mike's Music Method way. It's a value for value model. I will shut up. Let's continue with Townes' Velvet Voices. 19, I don't know what's going on here. I swear there's I almost hearing like a different guitar part doing the low notes at the end of the measure. So simplify this however you want, but I'm doing a D chord. It's going straight up, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. Then I'm hearing open, definitely hearing that like D sus2 sound. And then that 2nd fret. Now the only thing when I hear that 2nd fret, I swear another instrument's playing that D, and I don't think it's the bass. I could be wrong. Feel free to ignore that. Pinch, if you really want to be fancy, you could pinch that note, open on the 4th and then the 1st string. But if not, just play it like this. Open 2. But I definitely am hearing this descending bass line, 4th fret on the A string, and that descends into the B minor, which is measure 20 here. And here, it's again an interrupted thing where the lead takes over. So I got the B minor, but I'm really just doing like a power chord. 2 on the 5th string, 4th on the 4th string. And then this lead takes over. The 2nd string I'm gonna do 3, 5, slide 5 to 7. So 3, 5, hit 5 again with a quick slide up to 7, then back to the 3rd fret. So whole measure, 3, 4. And when I get to that slide, I'm kind of killing it to get back to that 3. It's quite lovely. 3, 4. Then 21, F sharp minor. Another weird little lead in here. So we have the beginning of the F sharp minor, like we always did the arpeggio. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. And then I'm hearing like a slide from 3 to 5 before it goes back to the 2 on the 2nd string. 4. 22. We go back to the A chord. The goofy lead looks the same, but it's not. We have this weird chromatic element. Very cool. Also tricky though. So we start the A the same way. And it's your call. You could choose to go up to the 7s. And then here's where things get weird. We have 5 and 6. So 1st string is 5, pointer finger, 6 with my middle on the 3rd string, right? So we're double stop, right? We're skipping that 2nd string. Now we have chromaticism, which is really cool. It was hard for me to figure out, but it's actually not hard to play. We're just chromatically going down. So 5 with 6, move it down a fret, so it's 4 with 5, move it down a fret, so it's 3 with 4. Then lift it so they're both open. And we go back to the 2nd and the 4th string with 2 and 2. Now this is what's weird. We're going to do it again, but only the top note goes from 2 to 3. I'm going to put my pinky down. So it's now like an A sus4 chord there. And I swear that low note is not a new harmony. It's just hitting the same note twice there. So only that one note's going up from 2 to 3. Bass note stays the same. Let's try it real slow. 3, 4. Or if we wanted to climb up the neck. Chromatic. Beautiful. Then it's to a normal G. With that 3 open again in 24. We've seen that before. 25, I promise we're getting there. Back to a D. Same thing with that open high E. So 4th, 3rd, 2nd, open on the 1st string. And it's a different walk than he does 2, 5. Really pretty. To an F sharp. And we've seen that one before. I think maybe it's a little different. It's 4, 3, 2, 3. Put my pinky down on the 1st string. Then I go back to the 2nd string. So I'm not lifting the pinky to do the melody note there. He's keeping the chord down and just going back to the B string. So 3, 4. Then A, we got something new here in 27. Pretty cool. You can bar the A or do it like an A7, but we're doing 5th, 4th string, 2nd. So however you want to handle those 2nd frets there. I'm doing it like an A7 shape. Yeah, so 5th string, 4th, 2nd, then open on the top string. Then I'm going to lift it while that's ringing and do a quick 3-2 pull off. It's that 16th note. Then open. So 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, E, and. It's up to you with what right hand fingers you want to use. Your call. 28 we've seen before. Back to the G. B minor here is different. So let's do this. 29. I'm doing we got 5th string, 3rd, 2nd. So we're jumping from the 5th to the 3rd, and then it's open on the top string. I love that like B11 kind of sound, right? B, C, D, E. That's an 11. And then after open, I'm going to put the 2nd fret down, and then right back to the 2nd string. Sorry. So you'll notice I'm keeping this like you know how in a B minor it's really like an A minor chord, right? So I'm keeping that like those A minor parts down, and it's only the 1st finger that's moving around. It's snagging it here, and then I'm hitting the 3rd, 2nd, open, and that's when I move that pointer finger down. I'm not moving the rest of this chord, but then I'm snagging that 2nd fret on that 1st string, and then going back to the 2nd string. Really beautiful arpeggios in this piece. And then, guess what? Measure 30 is back to the opening. However you were doing it, whether it's going up high or how I just did it. 32, our favorite G. 33, we have that interrupted A again. 34, interrupted D. Fingers there, and the G. We've seen all that before. You're doing good, nearly there. Let's keep going. We have a new G here in 36. Again, one of these moments where it's very hard to hear what notes he's in the arpeggio he's actually playing. To the best my ear is making me hear it is 6-3 on a G chord. But then I feel like I'm hearing the D after that, followed by a B. Is he lifting that up? I don't know, but I'm doing 6-3. Then I'm putting 3 and 4 down on the 2nd and 3rd string, 3-4. So quite a bit of movement. I guess you could do middle finger and ring to get that 3-4 part. And then I'm gonna do that quick pull off again, 3-2, open. String, 3, 4. There we go. And we end the verse on a D. Just basic arpeggio again, finally. And a different walk. Open D, 2nd fret on that 4th string, and then the 4th. So all on the 4th string is just open, 2, 4. Now here in the song, we have the chorus. But take a break, take a breather. The chorus is short. It's the same as the intro, but with an arpeggiation. Whoa, take the load off. That is a lot to learn, especially if you are not familiar with double stops, but it's quite beautiful. And this stuff is used all over the place. Right, I think of like the harmony in Ring of Fire between the horns, right? It's a harmony of a 3rd or a 6th upside down. Love that. Anyway, double stops are gorgeous. Take your time, go slow. Jump to the end of the video, do a slow run through of the verse. Make sure you got it. Boom. But let's do the chorus now. Measure 39 in the tab. You can get the tab at mikesmusicmethod.com. What we're doing here is going back to the velvet voices. But now, after all the verses, there is a guitar part. It's the G chord, slightly modified. Puts that major 7 in there. So instead of going to open at the end, it's 3 down to 2. F sharp minor. That 5 up on top, that A happens sooner. So I've got F sharp minor, 4th, 3rd, then my pinky goes down on the 1st string. Then I go back to 3rd, 2nd, 3rd. Right, similar but new. And then we have the G/A in 41. hard to hear, again, between the guitar and the bass. Arpeggiate this how you want, but I was doing 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 4. Then we go to the A here and measure 42. Same here, really hard to hear what notes the guitar is playing, but I was just doing strings are 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 5. And then 43, we linger on that A, but it's got some weird extensions. It's like becomes an A7 with a 9 in it as well. Really pretty. So 43. Cool chord. I'm doing 5th string, 4th, 3rd, then 5th, 2nd, 1st. So 5, 4, 3, 5, 2, 1. And thumb, thumb, pointer, middle, maybe I would do it as. Choo, yeah, you did it. Now, the song after that, measure 43, it repeats back to 6. And that's it, right? We have another verse with that ending again. So I think there are 3 total verses. Now, the only thing to note is the last time, after that walk in 38, instead of doing the velvet voices the way we've been doing it, we would jump to the coda, and that's measure 44. Now, just like the intro, there's no guitar that I can hear in this part. But I wanted to give you the chords because, again, a cool little arrangement trick. They changed the chord the last time, and I love it. You've got a flat 7. I love the resolve, but we're doing G, and we can just strum it like that, right? Down, F sharp minor, then a C, A, D. I love that C in there. It gives you like the flat 7 to the 5, and then it resolves to D on the 1. Yeah, so one more time. 3, 4. C, A, D. And however, I don't know if you want to strum it there or just hit it. That is the tune. Now the song flow note, remember, only the first verse is crazy. Every other verse, he's just arpeggiating the chords. Really strange kind of arrangement idea to have the first verse come that strong and then have the second verse like not have any of those goofy fills, but the whole thing's just like arpeggiated like that. And so that's what the rest of the tab is. If you downloaded the tab, you'll see 4950, 5152. That's what I told you at the very beginning. There's just these easy ways to arpeggiate through all the chords. Part 2 of the video. Like I said, for a lot of you, you probably should just start here. The tutorial, if you've went through the tutorial and you're here now, unnecessarily hard. What we're going to do right now is simplify this darn thing, arpeggiate it, even simple, and you're going to start singing it. Campfire ready, meaning by tonight, you handsome lad over there, maybe you beautiful lady, but I think it's like 96% of the people who watch my channel are men, according to the YouTube analytics. So you few lovely ladies out there, you're also welcome. But yeah, tonight, what I was saying is you, lovely person, you out there, you're going to play this tonight for a loved one, and they're going to enjoy it, and it's going to be excellent. Let's do it. Step 1 is always just down strumming and singing. It's never too simple to do that. And believe it or not, sometimes it sounds great. You often don't have to do anything too fancy. So we got our chord chart and we're just gonna down strum the chords. That's it. So 2, 3. There's a little pause here. I'll play upon my violin until the mountains ring. And you don't have to play bar chords here. You can simplify. Of lonely laughter blindly thrown across an endless arc of strings, and the skies are set to dance into a silent singing. That's it. Get the phrasing down. Do that until that feels easy, because you gotta have that right hand to muscle memory and not have your vocal phrasing screw up your basic rhythm. Once you get that down, you can arpeggio straight up and down. You can try that to all the chords, or you do what's happening in the song. Remember, it's 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. You can try that. So let's start from the verse, skip the intro. 3. I'll play upon my violin until the mountains ring. It doesn't matter what string sets you're doing it on. Of lonely laughter blindly thrown across an endless arc of strings. The skies are set to dance into a silent symphony. The velvet voices all shall join the singing. As I said in a recent video I did, the beauty of that is you're exploring, right? You're learning from towns, but you're also exploring your intuition and creative ideas, and that's what's going to make your cover unique and special. You are a little snowflake. There's no other snowflake like you, and you're awesome. And that's it. That's the process. You build little by little. So you're getting, if you watch the first part of the tutorial, you're getting better and better, learning as a guitarist. Over here, what we just did, trusting intuition. You see what's happening? You see the goodness that's about to come? No! That's you erupting into joyous love and becoming the guitarist you always dreamed of. Oh boy. Let's have some tea. Let's do the slow run-throughs. Slow run. Let's do the entire first page, all this goofy lead stuff. 1, 2, 3. Slow run. Second page starting from 25. 1, 2, 3. Slow run through. Let's do a simplified verse starting in measure 6. We'll run through the whole first page here, and we'll just simple arpeggio. So this is what you play for the second or third verse, or for all of them if that first one is too ridiculous. 1, 2, 3. G. G. Take a moment for the page break. Onto the D. 2, 3. Slow run of the outro. 2, 3, G.